Alright guys, this one will really kick you right in the crotch. Female officer, sounds like she's been there for a while, was fired in Georgia over having displayed certain flags outside her home. Now, the official story is trying to say it wasn't just a Confederate flag or just an Old Glory flag, and in fact that it was the whole atmosphere around it, and basically it was under some guise of conduct unbecoming of an officer. And this is what I have. This seems to be a pretty good source that I like to use, and it seems to be quite good. So that's why I keep going back to it. It may not be Fox News, but you know what? I feel it's a good source. And with all the bad PR around police officers, I am trying to find a couple that are good stories. Police sergeant fired for displaying this flag at her home. Silvia Cotriss, 20-year-old veteran of Roswell Police Department, I told you she's been there for a while, folks, was fired from her position earlier this month for flying a Confederate battle flag in front of her home. The flag, which had been flying below the American flag for over a year, never sparked any kind of controversy or garnered any sort of complaints from her neighbors or anything else during that time. So as you can imagine, it's an absolute shock when detectives at the Department of Internal Affairs informed her she was under investigation. Cotriss said she had no idea that the flag was controversial until she was told flying the Confederate battle flag was unbecoming of an officer on or off duty. So this is the situation here, folks. She basically said, if I had known it would offended someone, my friends, my family, or others, I wouldn't have done it or put it up. Cotriss told AJC, which seems to be some kind of news source, or I think it might even be the place you work. Anyways, police officers have to adjust a lot of things in their lives. For over 20 years, she claims that her whole life has been about making changes and being held for the highest standards. They basically talk about the oath and everything else. And basically, she says that she's filing an appeal to her termination in hopes to clear up the situation and get her job back. According to Cotriss' case file, she's a 53-year-old officer, 20-year veteran of the Roswell Police Department, who has risen through the ranks of nearly 200 officers that are employed there. For many years, she has received commendations for her work with civilians, peers, supervisors, and has been an outstanding police officer for any number of reasons, basically. And Roswell Police Chief Rusty Grant declined to comment on the case, probably because he supports her and thinks that it's just a load of shit, and I think it is. And at least one First Amendment attorney said that firing her could be a case of overreach in reaction to the recent war on police officers and the BLM groups, among others. So this is going to be a big deal for a little while, I imagine. So it looks like she was fired on the grounds of flying the flags outside her home. And they're going to claim, it was just the Confederate flag. And remember, this is Georgia or something like that. So I'm kind of sitting there going, holy crap, this is weird. But it looks a lot different than that, folks. And according to them, it was conduct unbecoming of an officer on or off duty. She was basically told she was under investigation, and then my guess is a week or two later, she was let go or fired. So this is bad, folks. Thank you.